And this is the beauty about the Lord. In life, you can go work for a company, you might make a mistake, they might get not happy with you, and they might say, go, time to make a move. And this is what happens in life a lot. People aren't given second opportunities or third opportunities. Like they're thrown in the deep end, you just do it or you can't do it or you're out. And as we were just talking about people who do crime, they make mistakes in life, but then sometimes it's an innocent mistake. But sometimes it's actually a crime, but they intentionally get caught because they want to break their cycle of bad habits. There's a lot of reasons why people do things which are bad, because sometimes they do. It's like, I learned it having children. One of my children was a very attention-seeking and used to get herself into a lot of trouble at school in particular. But it was her way of getting attention. So sometimes we make mistakes to get attention. Sometimes we make mistakes to get attention because we want more love, we want more support, we want more care. And society doesn't help us in that way. Society is very, very short. You're given a one opportunity and then on your way, or we'll lock you away. And it's very sad. I remember reading watching a program once about children who have behavioural problems, who can't go to normal mainstream schools and are put into special schools. And they're known as the bad children. The children who've got disabilities or difficulties in integrating. And therefore they behave in such a way because they're treated in such a way. And it's very, 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 very sad. But Lord Krishna is so unique. All he wants to do is help everyone. As fallen as a soul as we are, he still wants to help us. All we've got to do is just express a little bit of love and a little bit of gratitude for everything that he organises in our life already, and he'll help us the rest of the way. And if you fall down again, he'll pick you up. Each time he'll put out his hand and pick you up and pick you up, because he feels we deserve it. Because there's something unique about the Lord that's different to me, you, and you, and you, and you, is that he's what we call a giver. He gives and 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 gives, whereas we are takers. We want, we need, me, I, mine, 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 mine. And if you don't do it my way, go and do it somewhere else. If you don't think the same way as me, go and think somewhere else. If you don't behave in the same way, go elsewhere. You can't be my friend, you can't be my associate, because you're different to what I think and I feel and I say. And that's a sad thing about society. We're so blinkered. And it's very, very interesting actually. I realised something very recently. Sometimes in life you come across someone who you don't agree with. Say someone you work with and you don't seem to have something, you just don't connect with them. And they think differently to you. Do you know how important they are in your life? They're one of your most important teachers. But we're so stubborn, so stubborn that we don't want to listen to them. And when we don't want to listen to them, because they've got something to teach us. Because everyone that comes into our life by the Lord's arrangement is our teacher. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's so beautiful. Our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada say, you can miss it. So these people are who we can learn something from on the basis that we can open up our minds. But no, we're very, very blinkered. We're very blinkered. It's got to be my way, my way, my way. But the Lord is trying to teach us. He's trying to teach us how to be a better person. And it doesn't matter what we've done in the past, whether we made mistake after mistake after mistake. If we've got the right endeavour now, today, this moment of time, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you did half an hour ago, 1 year ago, or in your past life. It's immaterial. And that's why I asked you to open up the Bhagavad Gita on any page by the Lord's arrangement. and you opened up, it's Bhagavad Gita as it is translated by Srila Prabhupada. We're looking at chapter 6, which is Dhyana Yoga, and it's verse 27. The yogi whose mind is fixed on me verily attains the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. He is beyond the mode of passion. He realizes qualities, identities with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reactions of past deeds. So the Lord just wants to give us this opportunity, because living in this material world that we are in, we get very passionate. We need things. Give you an example. So your family or friends?
Friends.
Your friends. Okay. So say for instance your friend here, she gets a brand new mobile phone. The first thought in your mind is, oh, I would like another mobile phone as well. This is a mode of passion, because we're not satisfied with what we got. You buy a nice new shirt or a new dress, you wear it 2 or 3 times, you get bored of it. I need something more, I need something more, I need something more. And this is all about living the world of passion, the mode of passion we call it, living the material. We can never be satisfied. But the Lord says in this verse very clearly, if you make him the absolute focus of your life, he will teach us how we don't need all these material things to find happiness, because they're always temporary happiness. Just like you get bored of your clothes, you get bored of your jewelry, you get bored of your phone, you get bored of your job, you get bored of this, you get bored of that. And therefore, the Lord is trying to say to us, can we recognize what's going on in our lives? Can we recognize actually maybe there's something more to life, maybe something a bit more spiritual? Maybe we rather try to find satisfaction by going externally and buying things and going places and needing other people to find us the happiness and the love. Maybe we need to go inwards, and when we go inwards we build up this inner relationship with the Lord, which is very, very deep. It's beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. So he's trying to teach us to have better values. Now, how many teachers in life are prepared to give that for free? No. You've got to buy it. You've got to pay for a course. You go on a course. Maybe you go on a weekend course or a week course or a month course or a year course or even a 2 or 3 year university course. But at the end of that course, it's over. And therefore you've got to subscribe to another course and pay more Lakshmi and more Lakshmi. Or not. But with Lord Krishna, I call this Lord Krishna's University of Life and Love. It doesn't last one day, it doesn't last one weekend, it doesn't last 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. It's eternal. It's your eternal course of life and love. And not just in this life, it's brought forward from your previous life and into your next life. And this is how generous the Lord is. And what does he want from us? Nothing. Now, why does he want nothing? Some people say, well, if someone doesn't want anything, maybe there's something dodgy. Yes? But no. Everyone else in society wants something from you. They either want your mind, they want your emotions, they want your Lakshmi, they want your body, or the whole of you. They always want something from you. But why is the Lord so different? Because he's got absolutely everything in the universe that he ever needs. He doesn't need anything from me or from you or you or you. So the moment we express some love towards the Lord and some gratitude and appreciation, he just gives more and more and more and more and more. And that's what he does. You give him one little bit of Krishna Prem, he gives you 10. You give him 10, he gives you 100. He won't make a good investment banker, as far as that way is concerned, but he does in another way, because he teaches us about wealth. But he teaches us about wealth in a different way. He teaches us about a wealth of internal happiness, a wealth of our soul connection with the Lord, a wealth of being a good person, the wealth of being a kindful person, the wealth of being a mindful person, the wealth of being a caring person, a wealth of being a giving person, and not just a taker and a grabber and a needy and a want and a me, I, mine. He's trying to teach us better values. I sit here every day. I've been here in the Mandir now for 3 years. And the Lord hasn't given me 1 Lakshmi at all, not 1 rupee, not one. So why do I do it? I'll tell you why. He's very, very special, so special that I fell in love. So I served the Lord out of love. Because do you know what? In society, I got tired of serving for my own needs. I used to have a family as well, supporting them as well. But I got tired of serving myself. And who taught me about this? The Lord. He taught me, do you know what? It's nice to be engaging with other people like yourselves and share something, to give and give and give and not take and take and take. And it's beautiful. And that's why the Lord is so unique. And that's why if we make the Lord the center of our lives, He teaches us all this. I didn't used to be like this. I'm always a nice, kind, careful person. But actually, what I discovered in Krishna consciousness was I wasn't as good, as nice, as a kind, as a person as I thought I was. I was good generally, but when you start going deeper and realizing, oh yeah, maybe there's a bit of a mark here and a bad mark there. And do you know what? It doesn't matter how much of a bad thing I've done in the past, how fallen I've been in the past. He's picked me up. He's picked me up and given me a purpose to my life. Because all I was doing was working, earning money, pay bills, stress, anxieties, worries and fears. And do you know what? I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel that anymore, because I'll tell you why. When you make the Lord the center of your life and He helps to transform your life, you realize that absolutely everything that's happening in our lives is purposeful. And therefore, I've got nothing to worry about. Because whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. Not by my arrangement, not by my control. I used to be a controller, but I'm not God. I used to behave like I was God, like we all used to, and some do. And maybe you do as well, I don't know. But I'm happy to admit I was a controller. But I've realized, actually, I can't be the controller. Because the moment I try to control life, it doesn't go right. And that's why sometimes things are very fluid, and sometimes we get a lot of resistance. So we try to do something and it's not happening, we can't do it, and we try because we're stubborn. But if we were to listen to the Lord and His guidance, then we would realise, actually, maybe we're not meant to be doing that. Have you ever come to that moment, like for instance, you try to buy a ticket for a train, and sometimes you're booking it and it's such hassle, you can't do it, the credit card's not working, or you can't get the seat, or whatever. What we don't realise actually is the Lord's trying to say to us, we need to make a different plan. He's got something better lined up for us. But no, we're stubborn, we persist, and we drive ourselves mad until we get a headache. Yeah? And this is the whole thing. So sometimes we do things that we're not meant to do. Sometimes we take association with the wrong people and they teach us bad habits. They speak not nicely, they go to no nice places. Because out in the material world we get so contaminated, and this is what the Lord is trying to say to us. We become very sinful because we get contaminated out of the culture of the people we're living with and around us, whether it's through work or personal lives. We do things that are very mundane. We don't give much thought to why we're doing it, but we do it out of habit. I remember one of my children fell out with them friends and joined another group of friends who weren't the most popular in regard to good quality or goodness. And her character changed because she was in the association with the wrong people and got herself into bad places. And it's very easy. I've done that. I've been in relationships where I've got into very bad habits because of the person I've been with or the people I've been hanging out with. And I realise, actually, it's mindless. It's just totally mindless. Life is about living for today, because this moment today will never happen again. You might come to the Mandir and talk to me another time, but it will never be the same moment. No moment is ever repeated. It only happens once in your lifetime. Once in the lifetime. So we need to appreciate it and value and make it worthwhile and not waste these moments in time. And this is important. So I put my hands up and say, no, I haven't been the best person in life in my past. I have hurt other people, I have hurt myself, but do you know what? I'm ready to just put my hands up and let it go, because to hang on to it and walk around it with it is stressful. It's all this baggage that we carry with us. It's like holding 2 massive shopping bags around us every day. But no, it's time to let go, and the Lord is willing to give us his helping hand. And that's the beauty about this Bhagavad Gita. This Bhagavad Gita isn't just a book. It's not just about a story between Lord Krishna teaching Arjuna and guiding him. It's not about just a book about a battle in Kurukshetra. You realize at the moment, in your hand is the Lord himself. You see, when you go into the temple and you see the Lord in stone form, this is him in written form. You're holding the Lord at the moment. It is potent. You can do darshan to this book every single day. It's non-different to seeing the Lord in the temple. And this book isn't just what I said it is. The most important thing about this book, it is your guide to life. Everything about who you are at the moment and everything that you can become is inside this book. It's beautiful. You'll read it every day, and when you read it every day, just read one sloka, and that gives you a focus of your day, and it's beautiful. And this is how the Lord pulls us up from our past and helps us to let go. He purifies us. By you reading is a form of purification. By you chanting the Lord's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Something very, very special happens. What happens is this: when you read the Lord's name, you chant his name, you do service for him. You can be making garlands or doing some gardening or cooking. A type of purification that's so unique to anything else happens. The best way I can describe it is this. You know glass. Where does glass come from? Glass comes from sand. And in order to turn sand into glass, you need a frequency, a certain heat. And when you heat the right number, it melts into glass. And then you have a glass object. But at a certain frequency of music, you can smash that glass. So life is all about frequencies. When you read and chant the Lord's name and serve the Lord, it causes a frequency that purifies us, it cleanses us. And all of a sudden, this is what I've experienced. I can only tell you by my own experience, because that's what the only real thing is. All of a sudden I start to think differently. I start to talk differently. I start to behave differently. I take different association. I eat differently. I have things in my life that are more mindful and kindful, more giving, more caring. And my characteristic is changing. And not because I've decided, oh, this week I want to work on anger, I'll do anger management, and next week I'll do stress management. No, not that at all. The way Lord Krishna's University of Life works is very, very beautiful. He gives us our own unique syllabus. And all of a sudden, on one particular day or one particular week or one particular month, he just teaches us. We don't even sometimes realise what he's trying to teach us. And then all of a sudden, we get these realisations, oh, I'm doing something differently, or I'm thinking slightly differently, or I'm behaving slightly differently, or I'm getting a lesson that I'm not learning and it's getting repeated. I've had that a lot. That the lessons get repeated until I wake up thinking, hold on, why is this still happening? Why is this happening? And then I realise the unlearned lessons. And just like at college or university, if you don't learn your lessons, you can't graduate. So the Lord teaches you through another lesson and another lesson and another lesson until we eventually graduate and move on to the next lesson. And this is how the Lord clears us of our sins. You see, you might have a shower every day and wash your body and put some lovely clean clothes on, but it's superficial. Okay? It's like cleaning the outside of your car and never cleaning the inside of your car. It's like cleaning the outside of your cupboards in your kitchen and never cleaning the inside of your kitchen. It's very dirty and grimy inside us. very dirty and grimy. It's definitely not this colour inside me. It's more like your trousers inside me. Seriously. But the moment we add some clean, pure water to dirty, grimy water, slowly and surely it gets clearer and clearer and clearer. And this is what the Maha Mantra does. This is what it does when we read the Lord's name and when we serve the Lord in other ways. It takes us through this beautiful purification, and it relieves us from our sins from the past. It relieves us from our characteristics which aren't conducive to being in the mode of goodness and more in the mode of passion and ignorance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.